Faraj-Ardura, and welcome to the Nutrition Counseling Academy booth. I am a nutrition counseling coach for dietitians, an assistant professor of nutrition and dietetics, and I'm also a dietitian myself. I help dietitians gain the skills, knowledge, and confidence to be able to navigate challenging client sessions and be able to better support their client through their behavior change journey. Ultimately, getting clients to work with them longer, making a bigger impact in their clients' lives, which can all translate into better business and more revenue. So stay tuned in the next few minutes. I'm going to show you what my services are, and you're also going to get to hear from Lucy, one of my current clients, and her experience working with me. These are the services I currently offer to dietitians. Number one, I can review your client sessions or a mock session. This can be a video or it can be an audio. So you can submit a session for me to review, and I'm going to give you feedback on the things that you did really well, the things that need a little bit of improvement, and anything that might have been missed. In addition to the review, I also meet with you for a 30-minute review. The second option is you can join the Elevated Nutrition Counseling Blueprint. This is your ticket to higher client retention, a skill building program for dietitians. We started this March, the first week of March, for the March cohort. You can still join if you're interested. Otherwise, you can add your name to the waiting list for the next cohort. This is the only and most personalized program out there that's going to help you get those skills and master those nutrition counseling skills, because it combines curriculum. So this is basically the behavior change science and the foundations of counseling that you did not get in your dietetics training. You probably didn't get this anywhere. So we go over the foundations and then we apply them in our live calls. So it's a lot of application, implementation, and you bring this to your sessions, you reflect on it, and then we come back to the group and then we can discuss it. We can apply some more, we can practice, you can get personalized feedback. This is the best way to enhance your nutrition counseling skills in a short period of time. And lastly, we have the one-to-one coaching and mentoring. This is either a 30-minute or a 30-minute session with me, and you fill out a check-in form, let me know what you're struggling with, and then we can meet and we can come up with strategies for you to tackle those situations in your sessions. If you are a private practice dietitian or clinical manager and you want training for your team, let me know, because I can provide trainings for a whole private practice or for a team of dietitians based on your needs. So these are the main services I offer at the moment, and I'm happy to chat with others to see how I can create offers and services that can help support you and your team members. But don't take my word for it. Look at the next slide and check out what Lucy has to say. She just went recently through the Elevated Nutrition Counseling Blueprint, and this was her experience.
Hello, I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to help people make a decision about Joyce's Elevated Nutrition Counseling Blueprint program, and I wanted to share my experience. So when I first saw Joyce's free videos online, I was fairly new to nutrition coaching and counseling. I've been an RD for almost 15 years, but most of that time was spent inpatient at a hospital. And so I never had any follow-up with patients to know whether anything that I was helping them with was really working. And of course, I'd never had any training for counseling skills back in nutrition school when I was getting my degree. I think for most of us, you can probably relate that there's not a lot of time spent during our degree on actual nutrition coaching skills and counseling skills in a session. I know for me anyway, it was very minimal in school. So when I started my own private practice just over a year ago, I wasn't feeling like I knew what I was doing. I definitely didn't have a lot of confidence. I was nervous when I would get a new client. I just didn't always feel confident in going into that session like I knew exactly what I needed to be doing. Of course, I had plenty of knowledge in nutrition topics, but I could tell that my clients weren't really ready to hear what I had to say, or they weren't actually doing the things that I was assigning each week. It just, I felt like there wasn't a lot of progress. I felt like I wasn't really connecting really well. I feel like their eyes maybe even glazed over when I was providing what I felt like was like super valuable information, because I knew what they needed to do. I knew what could help them, but they weren't really receiving the information the best that they could be. And I know I'm not alone out there. I know that a lot of people struggle with this. When you have a new client or you're working with somebody, you want it to be super successful. You want them to have this great transformation. But if we're not really connecting with them and we're not really getting them to see the importance of it, then we're not as successful as we could be. So I wasn't feeling like they were getting the results that they could have been getting. I just wanted it to be above and beyond. I wanted it to be even better. I felt like I wasn't getting them the true deep down change that I was looking for them to have, that deep down transformation. So I'd heard of MI type style counseling. I bought a book on it. I read the book, but it wasn't really coming out in my sessions. It's a lot to take in, and just reading the book wasn't really enough. It wasn't really what I needed to help myself change my counseling skills, my coaching skills. So when I found Joyce online, I was super excited to start working with her. I watched some free videos that she had, and then I did sign up for her program. And I just wanted my clients to have the best experience, make the most changes, and I wanted those changes to be long lasting. So now that I've been working with Joyce for several months, I go into each appointment, I have a lot more confidence. I don't dread any clients, and I don't overwhelm my clients. I think that was something that I probably was doing before because I was so excited to give them so many changes, but now I've learned how to work with them. I feel more connected with them. So I feel like they feel heard. So I get comments from them now that I've been working on this. I get comments from my clients about how much it feels like me time is what they call it for them. They feel like they feel very heard. They feel very comfortable. They open up more, and we can get to the bottom of some of their struggles a whole lot more. We can dive deeper into their barriers and struggles when they're able to feel really heard, comfortable, and are able to open up. We're able to come up with plans and changes that are more meaningful to them because we work through that process together of why these changes are so important to them and how that will help them reach their goals. And there's all kinds of steps that we do in order to make these changes even more successful. So because of that, they're able to get better results when they work with me, which of course leads to more referrals and just happier clients overall, which makes my business a more successful business. So I honestly feel like my business as a whole wouldn't be as successful if I hadn't been working with Joyce all this time. And, I just feel more confident. I don't dread certain appointments. I'm actually happier day to day in my job, in my business, and my clients are happier. So for people on the fence, I think coaching skills can always be improved. I'm still working on it because it's totally a practice. There's always things that can be worked on that I'll keep working on. I think it's the most important part of my business, of my private practice. My whole business is based on helping people make changes and getting them results. And the main way to improve that is to improve my coaching and counseling skills. So to me, it's a no-brainer to work with Joyce and to join her program. She's so knowledgeable in coaching and counseling, especially in the MI style, the motivational interviewing style. So to me, that seems just so effective. It's effective for me to get my clients the changes that they're looking for. So it's really working for me. So I think Joyce is super great at that. She's so knowledgeable in this area. She listens really well. She walks me through different scenarios, or the other people in the class. She walks us all through these different scenarios. We practice both with made up scenarios and also the ones that we are actually having, we bring to the session. So if I am struggling with a client or I have something comes up that I don't know how to approach, then she will work with me through that, and she'll respond really quickly when I send her a message and I say, I just had this session. I don't know, what could I have done better? We go over it. She gives feedback right away, and I learned so much from it. Joyce is always awesome at just getting back to me right away when I tell her about some situation that I need advice on. So I highly recommend signing up for the program. It's so helpful. It's absolutely worth it. I hope that this video helps someone make a decision. And yeah, I would say just go for it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
And last but not least, I'm happy if you made it this far. I also offer free mini trainings in my private Facebook community. Go ahead and search for nutrition, coaching, and counseling for dietitians, and you're going to find it. Otherwise, the link should be in my booth as well. I provide a free training every other week. I also provide all of the announcements for any early bird specials or any master classes. I do a bunch of free master classes as well. And if you're in this group, you're going to be the first one to know. So go ahead and join. And I hope that we can connect through this summit. Looking forward to connecting. Bye.